All right, so as we needed something to get the back to winning ways after the controversial loss against Toronto Maple Leafs in shootouts, we go into Montreal to take on the Montreal Canadiens, and we took care of business. We took care of business, and we did so very, very easily, for say the least. The offense was really good, and Sergei Bobrovsky, 21 saves tonight against Montreal Canadiens. Absolutely good stuff by him, and that's why I'm wearing his jersey. He's awesome. He's awesome. It's Bobrovsky going up against Primo, Caden and Primo. So in the first period, there was no offense. There were some shots that were taking place, but none of them were able to get. They were able to go into the back of the net. There were some penalties on Florida. Florida was committing penalties with that is not good. That is not a way to make some penalties. You can't do that. We start off with Mikola doing a cross checking on Josh Anderson, and then Mikola would hook Jake Evans. I mean, why would you do that when they're on the breakaway? You realize this. When they're on the breakaway like that, there was a chance that they could have said penalty shot. I'm just saying. But thankfully, it did not happen that way. And I think there was another penalty in the first period, as far as I remember. Yeah, there were a couple more. Gustav Forsling calls for tripping on Josh Anderson, and then Mike Matheson, a former Panther, was called for interference on Los Serenos. So about 4 penalties for this period. 3 on Florida, 1 on Montreal. And by the way, in case you didn't realize it, what I kept saying a couple weeks, Florida's penalty kills are really good. And their penalty kills are still very good. My question is, why are you committing these penalties? They're easy calls to make. Why are you committing these penalties? Just so you can build up the stat of penalty kills? Now, I know I may be joking, but I'm just saying, if that's the case, then I don't like that at all. So it became a 4-on-4 to start the second period, which obviously would be killed off. So then we're going to skip ahead a little bit. Now there's going to be another penalty on Florida. It's Anton Lundell called for a high sticking. Great. He high sticks Jake Evans. And then 3 seconds later, then another penalty comes up. This time it's on Montreal. Caulfield called for tripping on Gustav Forsling. And then we go on the 4-on-4. In that 4-on-4, there was one shot taken. One shot taken off the turnover by Barkov himself. They talk about Barkov, how he has, throughout this time with the Florida Panthers against Montreal Canadiens, 22 goals. I believe. 22 goals. Now he has his 23rd against them tonight, which is 7th goal of the season. Snapshot, buries it off the left side. Alexander Barkov snapshot. 1-0 Florida off the snapshot and the turnover. So great stuff, Alexander Barkov, to get back to his goal. 7th goal of the season. Great stuff there. So then the 4-on-4 will be killed off. Then we're going to talk a little bit more when Montreal commits their penalty. Caden goal. Call for interference on Evan Rodriguez. So Florida gets on the power play, and they did squat in that power play. The only thing they did was give away the puck. Well, they didn't say giveaway, but I'm pretty sure it was turned over. Tanner Pearson was snapshotted. That would end up being saved by Bobrovsky on a shorthanded. But thankfully, good save there by Bobrovsky, and that penalty would be killed off. Oh, and guess what? Another penalty on Florida. It's Aaron Ekblad called for high stick on Jaden Struble. So there'll be some pushing and shoving within there. There was some pushing and shoving in the second period. And then another penalty on Florida. And once again, when I tell you this, Florida's penalty kill is good. So then we're gonna go ahead and say, well, penalty was killed off, right? Yeah. They allowed a couple of shots, but that's towards the end of the power play. And they were either missed or saved by Bobrovsky. So great stuff there by Florida. Another penalty kill. And there was really not much going on for them at all. There was some tip in, but that was safe by Bobrovsky. Tanner Pearson would try to get that tip in. And then there were some hits there, and then that would conclude the second period. Then the third period, I'll make this quick and simple. 4 goals in the third period for Florida. We start with the face-off with Sean Monahan. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry, folks. Then Sam Bennett would commit, or Verhaeghe would commit a turnover that gives it to Bennett. He would have an assist for Verhaeghe. It's Sam Bennett with the snapshot, buries it. Very, very, very quickly in the third period. I mean, it only took them 8 seconds to get this goal in the third period. 8 seconds. It kind of happened in the blink of an eye. Sam Bennett scores his 3rd goal of the season on the snapshots. Great stuff for Sam Bennett for scoring that goal. And for Verhaeghe, that's his 8th assist of the year. Then Florida would bring in the heavy pressure with a lot of shots were taken in. Lothringen would get blocked by Kane and goal. Lothringen again would get blocked by goal from rebound. Anton Lundell gets blocked by Jarrah Slavkovsky. Gachovic misses to the right. And 3 minutes and 12 seconds into the third period with the pressure for Florida, assisted by Reinhardt and Barkov. That's Reinhardt's 13th assist of the year and Barkov's 15th assist of his season. Evan Rodriguez, who was robbed the goal a couple nights ago against Toronto Maple Leafs on a shootout, gets his 4th goal of the season off the wrist shot. Now, very quickly, it's 3-0 Florida. So great stuff there. Absolutely. Then there was a collision. There was a goaltending interference. Goaltending interference on Brendan Gallagher. And that would be a penalty on Montreal. Florida would go on the power play. And guess what, folks? I would normally say penalty was killed off. Nope, not this time, because I can confidently tell you we have a power play goal. It's Carter Verhaeghe. Carter Verhaeghe with the snapshot assisted by Anton Lundell and Evan Rodriguez. Verhaeghe gets his 10th goal of the season off the power play. So awesome shot there by Verhaeghe on the snapshot. Power play goal, Florida, and absolute beauty. Stanley gets called for slashing on Caulfield, and that would be another penalty for Montreal. And are you surprised when I tell you that penalty was killed off? No. There were some shots made by Montreal. For example, Cole Caulfield gets blocked by Dmitry Kulikov. Josh Anderson gets deflected wide left. There was a short-handed opportunity for Lundell with a backhand saved by Canadian Primo. And then Tanner Pearson would wrist shot that would be saved by Bobrovsky. Penalty would be killed off. Now after the penalty, we gave up a goal, unfortunately. But half of the period in, it's assisted by Cole Caulfield and Jake Evans. Jonathan Kovacevic, if I pronounce it right, please let me know. I doubt it, though. He has his 4th goal of the season with the wrist shot. It's an unfortunate bounce by Bobrovsky. He thought he had it, but the puck just either bounced off the glove and it went to the back of the net. And we have that goal for Montreal, so that's not good. Not good there at all. So Montreal are feeling it a little bit, trying to get back within. They're trying to get inspired. Remember that New Jersey game a month ago when we were in Prudential Center? We had that same situation. So that kind of reminds me of a little bit. So we need to keep that pressure on Montreal, and they did. Well, almost. Reinhardt would then try to wrist shot that was saved by Primo, and Montreal would go on pressure. Nick Suzuki, one of the best players, wrist shot that hit above the crossbar, almost went in. Few seconds later, Justin Barron, wrist shot that would be saved by Bobrovsky. Sean Monahan, shot blocked by Ekman Larson. Caulfield misses to the left. Then a little bit after that, Barron was blocked by Kachuk. Kovacev, who had his goal earlier, decides to hit Gatrovic. And then Reinhardt's almost went in too with that hit above the crossbar off the wrist shot. Damn. And there was some takeaways there, back and forth. Gallagher with a tip in that misses to the right. And clock was ticking. Clock was ticking. We're feeling it. The Panthers were going to win this one. And then there was beating up. There was some beating going on in between the two players. Josh Anderson and Jonah Gatrovic with a old school style hockey fight. Gloves off, no bullshit. Beat. And they were fighting for about a minute. That was awesome. In the end, none of them were able to fall down, and referees had to break it up, and they were both called for fighting. So, awesome. It was cool to see. It was really cool to see. The Florida bench players had their stick, hitting the stick on the bench wall like this, indicating that what a fight. Nice work. And then after the fight happened, if it wasn't game, set, and match already, this is definitely game, set, and match right now, because right before the game ends, Ekman Larsson decided, you know what, I want to go on the score sheet tonight as well. So he did a slap shot, assisted by Dmitry Kulikov and Nick Cousins. He has his 6th goal of the season. Ekman Larsson, what a season he's having so far. And it's only November. Well, actually, it's actually when now it's midnight. It's December now. So, and it's still pretty early in the season, even though we're 20 games in already. It's still a little bit early, but we're getting to the point now where we're going into the half of the season or middle of the season. So, Ekman Larsson having himself a season so far, and that's your game. 5-1 Florida. We end this road trip 2-0-1. We should have been 3-0, but it is what it is. We should have been 3-0. I'm going to stand by what I said. Now, for stars of the game, Barkov, obviously, he has 1 star. Carver Hagee, obviously, with 2 stars. And Sergei Bobrovsky, obviously, he had a great game tonight. Despite giving up a goal, he has 21 saves tonight. That's 955 save percentage. And it's just a beauty. Just a beauty. The only complaint I had for the Florida Panthers tonight was the amount of penalties they committed. They had 17 penalty minutes. Not good. You cannot do that. Cannot let that happen. So, stay vigilant. Mind the penalties and stay off the box. Anyway, I don't care if our penalty kill is good. There's going to be a time where our penalty kill will fail us. And we don't want that to happen. Stay off the box, because tonight was unacceptable with the penalty. And we have 15 hits against them, 14 hits on us. And that's your ball game. That's your hockey game, folks. So anyway, there you go. That's going to do it for this video, folks. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami TVG has your back. And when he does, he'll be right there with the entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TVG coming at you live. And I'll see you guys next time. Good, everybody.